Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Now, in today's video, we'll be discussing the four dimensions of accountability. Now, we're talking about internal accountability, the horizontal accountability, upward accountability, and also downward accountability. Now, I believe that these dimensions are really very crucial for organizations to maintain transparency, to maintain responsibility, and also overall success. And so let's dive right in and learn more a bit about this very important concepts and aspects of accountability. And so first, let's talk about internal accountability. I think that this refers to the mechanisms within an organization that kind of ensures that individuals and teams kind of adhere to policies, rules, and at the same time expectations. It's kind of internal. It's about the vision of the organization, the guiding principles within the organization. And so this can also include things like performance appraisal, things like internal audits, things like regular progress reports. And so by fostering a culture of internal accountability, what happens is that organizations can promote a sense of responsibility among employees and also encourage them to kind of take ownership of their work. Now, let's look at some of the examples of internal accountability in action, because I think it's important not just to define or conceptualize what this is, but really to put it to practice, okay? And so one of the examples could be things like performance appraisal. That could be ways that we could also look at internal accountability and what that means. The other also is internal audit, which I mentioned earlier, and even regular progress report. And really the essence of doing this, it's so that it's to make sure that whatever systems that are in place are in congruency with the particular vision and goals of the organization. But also next up, it's horizontal accountability. Now, this kind of involves the checks and balances between departments, because it's horizontal. The checks and balances between teams and pairs within the same levels of level of hierarchy in our organization. And so this dimension of accountability sort of ensures that all members of an organization sort of collaborate effectively and share information, which is very important, especially within an organizational context. And so horizontal accountability can lead to better decision making in teams, can lead to resource allocations where needed, as well as improved communication among different teams and departments. And so horizontal accountability can happen in a number of ways within an organization. Some of the examples could be things like cross-departmental meetings, which are often important, whether it's quarterly or every month, just to keep check on what's happening within different teams. The other could also be peer review processes among teams and across departments. Also, you have things like inter-team collaboration on projects where different teams kind of collaborate, and it's a way of getting to know each other and also building relationships within an organization. But also, I think let's sort of discuss upward accountability. I think upward accountability, this simply refers to the accountability of individuals and teams to report to their superiors, their employees, or boss, within an organization, people like their managers or even the executive leaders in an organization. And so upward accountability is self-essential. It's essential for keeping leaders informed about progress that is happening in a department or in an individual's life. It's important for keeping up with the challenges in an organization and also addressing potential risks within an organization. And so by maintaining open communication channels, by doing that, organizations can really build better, can really build a system through which they can address issues in an organization and make well-informed decisions. And so here are some of the ways that upward accountability might play out in an organizational setting. One could be through regular reporting to managers, whether it's weekly or monthly or fortnightly. Also, executive team briefings. It's a way that this is also done. And also, of course, performance reviews with superiors, which is also a good way of also doing this. But also, finally, I think we have downward accountability. Now, downward accountability simply refers, or rather, it kind of focuses on the responsibility of leaders and managers, their responsibility to be accountable to their subordinates or those that are under them within an organizational hierarchy. Now, this simply includes things like providing clear expectations, offering feedback, offering mentorship in an organizational setting, and also addressing concerns raised by employees. And so downward accountability, I think, is very crucial. It's sort of crucial for fostering trust in an organization and also ensuring that employees feel supported, that they also feel valued. Now, I think let's maybe look at some of the examples, although I mentioned some ways that this can also, downward accountability, how we could put it in action within an organization. One could be through things like clear communication of goals and expectations, because I think that's important. It's a good way to sort of provide ways through which channels, through which conversations and mentoring can happen if a particular goal or expectations are not met. Also, regular feedback and coaching sessions or mentoring with the subordinates or those that are under our leadership. It's also very important. And also open door policies for addressing concerns. These are ways that it enables you to build that rapport with your team members, those that are working for you. And so there you have it. I think that we've sort of explored the 4 dimensions of accountability: the horizontal accountability, the internal accountability, the upward accountability, also the downward accountability. And I think by understanding and implementing these dimensions, I believe that organizations can build a strong culture of accountability, which would inevitably really drive growth. It would drive innovation and success in the organization. And so if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, make a comment if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe for more educational contents like this. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.